What up, everyone? I'm Kansop LA from StackBMX.com social media and YouTube channel. Today we're going to do an explained and review on the 2021 Stranger Spitfire complete bike. As always, hang tight because later on this video we're going to tell you how to like this video, comment on this video, and a few other things to win a free bicycle from us when we hit 5,000 subscribers. We're almost there, so stay tuned. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's talk a little bit about this 2021 Stranger Complete bike. This bike's super dope. Last year's model was super cool, and this one's a little bit better, and I'll tell you why. So starting off on the bicycle, I think the one big thing that I noticed that's different on this bike compared to the other bikes in the past is that at this base model bicycle, now it comes with a 4-piece handlebar. So right off the bat, that's a little bit different. I think that's cool because a lot of our customers want a handlebar that comes in a 4-piece on their complete bike, but usually they have to buy it aftermarket. Most 4-piece bars start about $65 and they kind of go up from there. Majority of the ones that we sell are about $84.95 for 4-piece bars. So it could save you a lot of money if you really want some 4-piece bars on your complete bike. So I think that's super cool. I think that'll appeal to a lot of you customers. And I think if you want 4-piece bars on your bike, maybe think about buying this bike. So yeah, let's start off with it. Let's just start from the front to the back like we usually do. So right here we got the Stranger Keaton Piston grips. These ones are dope because they're not necessarily round. They actually have like almost like an octagon shape where they're flat on edges. So it kind of gives you a good grip on the left. Gives you good grip in general when you're trying to rotate it. On the brake lever, this one comes with a generic brake lever. It's an alloy brake lever, but what's cool about this is that it's just a pretty generic brake lever to save you some money, and it actually stops the brakes. I noticed it's got a pretty good amount of pull on it too, so the brake's got a lot of power on it. So that's pretty cool. Next up, it's got a Stranger top load stem. So this stem is loaded on the top. It makes your bars a little bit higher, gives you a little bit more room in the cockpit right here. So I think that's dope. Another thing is that it's got a sealed Primo integrated headset. What's cool about that is that the bearings are sealed. When you compress this and stuff like that, it's not going to make the bars bind up. The bars are going to spin really smooth, help you out with bar spins and stuff like that. We'll come back to the head tube on the frame, but let's go on to the fork. The fork has a 3/8 dropout, and it's a high tensile steel fork. But what's cool about it, it's got tapered legs. So if you're running pegs, it's got a lot of room for pegs to fit on there. Going to the front tire, it's got V-Monsters front and back. These tires are a 2.4-inch tire, so I think that's pretty cool. It's a lot fatter tire than most of the other stock bikes, but I think it's cool that it comes with 2.4 because nowadays it's mandatory on a complete bike. Next up is a rim. It's got an alloy rim with stainless steel spokes, and it's got a 3/8 unsealed front hub to keep the price down on this bicycle. Going on to the frame, it's got a high tensile steel frame. What's cool about this is that it's got an integrated headset. Even with the high tensile steel frame, it's going to keep the headset from coming loose, and it's going to last over time. Another cool thing is that it's got gyro mount holes drilled into the frame. So if you want to run a gyro, you can easily install a gyro onto this bicycle, no problem. Another thing that I noticed is that these cable guides, they're actually welded onto the frame. So these are not removable. A little bit different, but look pretty cool. The frame comes with the mid-bottom bracket, so you can pretty much put any style cranks on here. So that's super cool. The rear end has a thick 5mm dropout on here with a 14mm slot. So that's super cool. This complete bike comes in this raw material, which you can see on the frame. It has like the little welds, and you can see the metal and stuff like that. It's clear coated over, so it's not going to rust, but sometimes moisture does get underneath on the material and under the clear coat, but that's kind of the style. It's kind of like a rat rod kind of look to it. So if you're having those little snakes or anything like that, the little worms, expect that to happen on any of the clear frames because you're looking at the bare material. It's very hard for them to weld this frame up and make sure there's no moisture in between welding the frame up and taking it to the powder coaters. You know what I mean? A bird can spit onto the frame and it could get underneath the paint and cause that spider webbing on there. So if you're getting this to be brand new, perfect every time, forget it. They do turn kind of rusted and kind of have that grungy look. So expect that if you're trying to buy a raw frame. It kind of changes over time and it kind of looks really cool. So it comes in this raw, and then it also comes in a gloss black. So let me pull this one over for you, show you what the gloss black looks like. The gloss black's pretty dope because it's got the red stickers on the frame. What's super cool is that it's just same bicycle, just different color. So if you want a black, they're also available in black. So pretty cool. Let's work our way to the cranks. So starting off with the pedals, it's got Primo JJ pedals on here. So these are a nice thin platform pedal with a lot of pins on it, so you could get a lot of grip. It comes with the Stranger tubular cranks. These cranks are 165 millimeters, so they're super short. So if you have pegs on the back, it's going to give you a lot of clearance from hitting your foot on the peg. So super cool that it came with the 165 millimeter cranks. It also comes with a mid-bottom bracket, so it's a sealed mid-bottom bracket, so don't worry about any problems with there. These ones have some alloy 990 brakes. The power on these brakes is pretty good. If you want super good braking power, might think about buying some clear brake pads or something like that. It saves the life on the black rim, but also stop better. But for the most part, it stops pretty good, so I wouldn't worry about the brakes too much. Going down to the sprocket, we have the Primo solid sprocket in steel. This one's cool because it's got the Primo logo on here, and it's just like a basic steel sprocket, but it looks good. Going to the chain, it's got a standard 410 chain, so if you're having problems with breaking chains and stuff like that, if you put pegs on it, you might look at getting a half-link chain or a heavier duty chain. So those are one thing that I see that you might need to upgrade. On the back wheel, it's got a semi-sealed 14 millimeter cassette hub with a 9-tooth driver. So the 9-tooth driver combined with the 25-tooth sprocket on the front works great. If your mom and dad wondering why does it have the smaller gearing, the gear ratio is smaller on both sides. So smaller on the rear, smaller on the front to make it the same gear ratio as those big sprockets that you're used to seeing. So don't get fooled from the smaller gear ratio. It's pedals exactly the same. The benefits from it is that when you're dropping it on the ramps and stuff like that, it'll clear the ramp and not hit the coping. As well as if you're grinding and stuff like that, the chain's not going to hit the ledge and stuff like that and cause your chain to break faster. So a couple benefits from having the small gear ratio, and that's why all the pros are riding it. So if your kid's having problems like that, maybe think about going with the smaller sprocket. Going up to the seat, this is a Kevlar style Stranger seat. It has an embossed Stranger logo on the back, and it's a dual seat and seat post combo. So seat and seat post combo come together. You're not able to tilt it or anything like that, but it's a good plush seat to start off on. It's heavy duty, so if you drop and bail your bike, it's going to hold up to the test of time. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Stranger Spitfire complete bike. It's pretty dope that it has a gusset on here, 4-piece bars, and a 14 millimeter rear axle as well with a small micro drive. But if you hung out here to see how to enter our contest, just leave a comment below. Let us know what you like about this video, what you don't like about this video. Anything else you want to see in the future that'll help us with our YouTube channel, that'll enter you into the contest. When we hit 5,000 subscribers, we'll announce our winner. Also like this video, turn on your notification bells, and subscribe to our channel. So just those easy things to win a free bicycle retailed at $289.95. We'll ship it anywhere in the U.S. Sorry anybody out of the U.S., but we're only doing it for the U.S. So if you're from the U.S., we'll ship it to you absolutely free. So good luck to everybody that enter on that. And yeah, if you want to know any more about the Stranger Spitfire complete bike, we have more specs on our website at stackbmx.com. You can go pick one of these up. And yeah, stunt in style. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time.